Hi, my name is Bob Trask. I'd like to talk to you a little bit today about some of the problems that I know you're facing and that I'm facing and that we're all facing as Americans. We've got this incredible recession going on, economic woes, people losing their homes, foreclosures, bankruptcies, people losing their jobs. The statistic tells us that 10% or 10% plus people are out of work, but we know that the true statistics are more like 17 to 20% of the people are out of work. It's a tough time, and it isn't coming back as fast as people tell us it is. I know everybody says, oh, don't worry, it's turned around. It doesn't just turn around like that. It's like a battleship. You can turn the wheel, but it's got a lot of momentum in the direction it's going, and it's going to take a while for it to turn around. Meanwhile, what do you and I do? I mean, we look at Washington, D.C. for help. Well, the Republican Party sure isn't helping us. And the Democratic Party sure isn't helping us. And the independents, which maybe is you or maybe is me, or we don't know what to do. So here's the thing that we must do. We must remember those people who are our ancestors. Do you know that standing right behind you in line are 5,000 grandmothers and 5,000 grandfathers, generations behind you? And they passed down to you the very best of their traits. And those traits didn't come about easily. I mean, they were living in caves, they were living out on the desert, they were living on the prairies, they were living in the ice ages, they were living with the saber-toothed tigers, they were living crossing the oceans in tiny leaky boats, they were living in tents, they were living in all kinds of tough situations with diseases, the cures for which had never been found yet. And yet they went on because they had that pioneering spirit. And now it's time for you and I to call forward those traits, those pioneering spirit traits, and apply them in our lives. Your kids deserve that. Your grandkids deserve that. My daughter deserves that. And the kids she'll eventually have deserve that. We are so lucky to have been handed this beautiful, fantastic world with all of the developments and all of the beautiful technologies. And those have come down to us because of the sacrifices and because of the incredible courage and generosity of our forebears. And now it's our turn. So because the economy's bad, isn't anything like trying to cross the plains in a covered wagon in a blizzard. Isn't anything at all like living in a teepee and finding out that all the food's gone and it's still the middle of winter. Isn't anything at all like having a whole family die out from a plague. Isn't anything at all like having your family slaughtered by war. We're not doing so bad, but we do have to have courage. We do have to reach down inside ourselves and find the joy of being alive. And we have to pull that up and we have to be able to share that with each other. And there's no time like the present. We need to do it now. We need to do that for each other. We need to do that for ourselves. We need to do that because that's who we are. That's who we are. Bottom line, basically, that's who we are as human beings, as brothers and sisters in this human race. We owe it to ourselves and we owe it to each other. So I'm going to stand up and keep standing up and keep smiling and keep moving forward, and you can depend on me. And I know I can depend on you. Thanks. I'm Bob Trask.